It was a random Monday morning, marking the beginning of the final year for these diploma students. Danish, Haiqal, and Amy stood side by side in the lift, making their way up to the first class of the semester. As they arrived, a familiar face greeted them. Farah was already there, waving them over to the seats she had diligently saved. The four friends settled in together, turning their attention to the front to listen to the brief for their biggest challenge yet, the final year project.
For your FYP, you are going to form a group of four and develop an application that hasn't been invented in the entire world yet. Remember, the application must be interactive and user friendly. Please avoid using AI in your project. That's all, dismiss.
What if kita buat card games in mobile?
Amy pitched an idea first, but the others quickly shook their heads in disagreement. Then, Haiqal spoke up.
Kalau kita update gambar dekat family, macam mana?
Asking if taking random photos could be the focus. This sparked a light bulb moment
Okay.
for Danish.
What if we design like a casual app for like how to say for like family or friends to keep them to keep like update.
He proposed a simple application for friends to share updates without the pressure of formal post, just candid moments. With the concept settled, they found the perfect title. They named it
Ohana.
Boleh.
Ohana maksud dia family. Alah, kawan kan macam family.
The journey of their final year project officially began with paperwork. Amy took the lead, diligently writing the proposal for their project to get that all-important approval from their lecturer. Efficiency paid off almost immediately. Just the very next day after Amy submitted the paperwork, the notification came through. Their proposal had been officially approved by the lecturer.
Dah approve kita punya proposal.
Ya. Wish. Kiranya kita paling laju dalam tu dapat approval dari madam.
With the approval secured, Danish immediately began sketching the application's layout. But the process wasn't seamless. He soon hit a creative block. To find an escape, he turned to the web, browsing inspiration sources like Pinterest to find the spark he needed. Once Danish completed the sketches, the baton was passed to Haiqal to craft the application's final design. However, disaster struck. In the midst of his work, Haiqal's laptop suddenly glitched, and in a heart-stopping moment, every single one of his design's files vanished.
Please lah. Tak boleh nak.
Luckily, Danish walked into the class right at that moment.
Siapa ni? Weh. Ni kerja aku, dia tiba-tiba crash.
Oh, alah. Benda ni selalu je jadi.
Weh, dah lama dah aku buat kerja ni.
Alah, tak apa. Next kita punya next ni, insya-Allah kita buat better and mana tahu lagi bagus.
Seeing the situation, he immediately stepped in to comfort Haiqal, reassuring him that despite the loss, everything was going to be just fine. The four of them gathered to map out a new strategy for designing the app together. Stepping up to the plate, Farah took the lead, issuing orders and assigning tasks to each member to ensure everything went smoothly. Thanks to their teamwork and hard work, the design phase went smoothly. Now, it was Farah's turn to complete the final task, the coding. As soon as she finished, she called her teammates over to check the results together. But there was a problem.
Weh, Farah. Weh, yang ni ke yang coding yang kau cakap tu? Weh, cuba kau send kat tu, kita punya group. Mana tahu kita boleh try. Weh, asal tak ada apa-apa? Weh, cuba kau tengok ni.
Serius lah?
Ya, tak ada apa-apa.
Aduh, weh.
Danish noticed the code didn't work on his phone. Haiqal suggested they consult with the madam.
Assalamualaikum, madam. Madam, sekarang kita ada masalah ni madam. Cuba madam tengok. Sebab sekarang kita dah buat coding, kita dah buat website semua, tapi masalahnya tak dapat jalan. Macam mana madam? Ada ke solusinya madam?
After the consultation, they returned to their table to check the code one last time, and it finally worked perfectly. Now that all their hard work had been submitted, the moment of parting arrived. Standing in front of the UniKL lobby, they separated their ways for the last time, officially closing the chapter of their diploma. 3 months had passed, and the group gathered at a cozy cafe to hang out one last time before starting their internship. As they sat down, Danish suggested they check their recent semester results right then and there.
Weh, result keluar weh.
Ya ke? Weh, jap. Uish.
Weh,
Perfect. Weh, mantap. Kira kita punya group viewer lah. Weh, nice tu. Weh.
Korang nak kerja coy?
Itulah kau lambat sangat kita dah. Cuba kau tengok ni.
Sekejap.
Esok kau?
Aduh, water crash lah, tak boleh masuk.
Itulah kau lambat sangat.
Weh, perfect.
The tension broke into pure excitement. All of them had aced it with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Jumping out of joy, they celebrated the moment. And that is how the story of their diploma studies finally came to an end.